Welcome to The Drop. Ready to drop your lives and follow Jesus? Dive into authentic Christian living with us as we unpack the Bible and explore faith like never before. Hit like, subscribe, and follow. Click everything and join the journey.
Welcome to The Drop. It's Monday morning. It's just gone 6:30 a.m. The sun's just coming up, and I hope that brightens this image up a little bit, but not too much. The Drop. Yeah, we do The Drop because we want people to drop their lives to follow Jesus, to be able to, really enter into and get alignment with all the things that's right about the life that God gives us as Christians. So I've said this before, but it's worth saying it again. We want to pursue righteousness, not wrongchousness. It's not a word, I've just made it up. Wrongchousness is when we just kind of go with our flesh, go with what we want to do. But hey, let's align today. Let's realign ourselves with the Lord and make a decision early on in the morning just to say, nah, I'm going to walk with Jesus. I'm going to walk in the Spirit. And whatever fleshly pursuits might come today, I'm going to try to ignore them, call it out for what it is, and then prefer to walk in the way of the Lord. Now, last night at church, this is our house in here. We have house church, and we try to meet together every week. We bring food and we hang out. We open our Bibles. I get the guitar out and we sing, and it's a joyous time and all that. Last night I talked about this, Proverbs Chapter 2. Just going to read from verse 1. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, and if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it, as for silver, and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds victory in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless, and he guards the course of the just. He protects the way of the faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. So what we're saying there is that in the first bit of this, it's almost like God's asking us to have a posture. Just have a posture towards him. In James it says if you ask for wisdom, you'll get it. So this is like the pursuit of wisdom, the pursuit of the right things in God. And you'll notice here that what's being asked for here is a posture or a leaning in, not an arrival at something, not something that we've got and we need to somehow strive to attain, but it's just an alignment. I'll read it again. Accepting, my son, if you accept my words. So that's the first step, really. Do we believe the Bible's true? Do we believe we want to walk in those ways? Do we really want to align ourselves to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the precious Redeemer today? Do we want to walk in his ways? Do we want to lean into what he's saying? Obviously, theoretically, if you're a Christian, you're just going to go, yep, that's what I want to do. But there's got to be like let me read on, because there's some other things here about that posture. My son, if you accept my words, believe in the Bible, okay, and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. So really, I've got a friend who's just done really well academically, and really congratulate that guy for what he's done. And what I think is that when you go towards knowledge and really high levels of understanding about something, that's great and all that, but what God's asking for here is just applying your heart to understanding, just be in a position to understand, just want to, I use that phrase a lot, I want to be applying my heart to understanding. I want to know more. I want to know more about the Lord. I want to know more about his grace and his mercy, and more about walking in him, more about his love, and how the skies pour forth speech daily, it says somewhere. And I just want to hear them words. I want to see, I've had eyes to see creation screaming out at me that my Creator is loving me and just being shown through what's growing even in my garden. I'll show you this in a minute. It's a small garden, but you've got some nice things here. It's a beautiful place out here in the morning. So applying your heart to it, just apply it. Just apply your heart. Put yourself in a position and say, I want to know more. I'm not going to try and gain understanding from the things of this world. It's going to be from God. It's going to be from God himself. That's how I want to that's what I want to be understanding today. 3, and if you call out for insight and cry out aloud for understanding. Have you noticed here? It's not the gaining and attainment, even though there's nothing wrong with that. It's not the gaining and attainment where God says, right, I can tick that box now, because you now have the piece of paper, or you get the acclaim, or you've got the recognition of others who say you're an expert. It's the calling out and the crying out aloud for understanding. It's having the posture at first where we need to get into that place. So don't give up. Don't be a person who says, well, that person down there, they've got they've stand at a pulpit, or they've got a following of hundreds, or they wrote a book, or they've done a song or an album or something, or attained some tertiary degrees, and here's me just sat here at my work. I'm a saved person, and I'm not really being used or valuable. We do that, don't we? We put our usage and what we're doing for the Lord, and we place a value thing. Hey, don't do that. You're valued anyway. Before you open your eyes this morning, you are dearly, dearly loved by the Lord. Isn't that a great thing? That we are valued and loved and worthy before we even get out of bed and try and run around to please the Lord or whatever. It's just a fact. Where we're 3, and if you call out for insight. Have you ever been in a position where the Lord's just gone, I'm going to show you something now? I was in there a while ago, and still developing some thoughts around it, something the Lord showed me around the crucifixion of Jesus. I'm not going into it now, but it was like a big teaching, and it really went through the whole scripture, and it was such a wonderful thing to get your head around. And I know the Lord showed me, because I can't think this stuff up. It was like a quickening in my heart, and I want to show you this. And I'm still actually in a process of going, what's the application of this, Lord? Where does this fit? What's the crescendo of the whole kind of thing? I'm like that. I want to, inquire of these kind of things. Cry out aloud for understanding. Cry out aloud for understanding. I'm not sure I've cried. I'm not really gone, God, yelled or something like that. But I've definitely gone, Lord, give me some kind of, understanding. I like that word, understand, because it's like what you've done. You're standing under something, and you're standing under possibly something that the Lord's teaching, or there's something the Lord's underlining or highlighting for you. You say, I'm going to stand under that. I'm going to let that penetrate my thoughts. I'm going to let that be a guiding factor in the way I'm going forward. Something that the Lord's given and shown. I think that's a bit bright there, isn't it? Be over it. Something the Lord has given and shown. So let's go through it again. My son, if you accept my words, let's just start there. Let's believe that the Bible is God's word. Store up my commands within you. Turning your ear to wisdom. I think we missed that one, didn't we? Turning your ear to wisdom. Just that little turning. Reminds me of Moses when he was in the burning bush, in the cave with the burning bush, and he turned. Apparently it was important for him to turn and see. God values that. He wants us to do that gesture, that posture of turning. Yeah, we missed that one when I first read it. And applying your heart to understanding. And if you call out for insight and cry out aloud for understanding. And if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure. Do you know something? What that's saying to me is, if we firstly say, I'm valuing wisdom and understanding and insight so much that it's like silver, it's like hidden treasure, it's like something that I'm on a treasure hunt today to get wisdom. I'm on a treasure hunt for understanding, to be able to get my head round by God's Spirit, by His quickening and the awakening within me, some of the things that He wants to show me and wants to take me on a journey to experience or walk in. 5, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Then you will do it. Some of these things just don't fall from the sky. We have to posture our hearts. And Proverbs Chapter 2 is the beginning of that, just that posturing, that positioning ourselves. Then you will understand the fear of the Lord, verse 5, and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds victory in store for the upright. And this is what's coming when we posture ourselves. He is a shield for those whose walk is blameless, and he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. 9, then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path, for wisdom will enter your heart. See, it's entering your heart, it's coming to you. There's a missile being fired from heaven, not a dangerous one, but a missile of wisdom, and it's going to hit. But if you posture yourself to be a target. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. There's lots more to say about this, but I'm going to stop there. So posturing ourselves, getting ourselves in a position where we would be well placed to see the Lord just pour out his wisdom on us and his understanding and his insight. I'm looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to that posturing and positioning myself and placing myself in a the right way where I can be spoken to, valuing it like silver, valuing it like precious stones and like treasure. So that's enough for today. It is about just positioning. Whenever you get up, maybe it's when the sun comes up like it's happening here. Here we go. I said I'd show you my garden. Here's a bit of a sitting space there. There's my table and chairs. A little bit of lawn that my lovely wife Helen looks after. I think I had to cut it this weekend and I haven't, never mind. And yeah, bit of a sitting space there, and our grapevine. Just going into autumn here, so some things have gone over a bit. But hopefully you can see the context by which I was saying. Beautiful place, very much valued by myself and my wife. Have a great day. Catch you later.